bringing the movie theater experience home. Welcome to another Techstination interview. I'm Fred Fishkin. Joining us is Kenny Tang, product manager for Epson Home Projectors. Thanks for being with us, Kenny.
Yeah, thank you for having me. Hello, everybody. It's really excited to be here.
Well, a lot of families have been wanting to recreate the theater experience at home, indoors and out. Epson has been in this business for quite some time. Tell us about the trends that you're seeing, Kenny.
Right. So I guess from last year onwards, there's a new trend of hybrid working environment where people just spend a lot more time at home, and partly because of the pandemic, but we believe it's a ongoing trend even when the pandemic will be out. So we have been developing our projectors and products for people to use in different environment, and one of them is the 880. So we have been using the 880 as a good product for outdoor movie night, and for people who need to use it to bring around at their home and to do work in the daytime, and then if they want to at night, they can put it outdoor and put a movie. So I think the trend now is you would want big screen that is a good replacement for television. People really want a good color performance and good brightness for a projector. They can give you a good quality picture in basically all different environments during the day. And especially when you are talking about using it in the daytime, when you have a lot of ambient light, you really need a very powerful projector to give you a big and bright image so that you can enjoy the picture. So this is really what we are moving forward, like big, bright, and give you a good portfolio of products covering different price point and giving you different products for different use cases.
Well, you were talking about the Home Cinema 880, which is a 1080p projector. You've got a wide range, as you were saying, of products in the lineup at a wide range of prices too. Tell us about some of the more popular models in addition to the 880.
Sure. So the 880 is really our most affordable 1080p projector. And then we had a wide range of step-up options from them. You have our step-up in the 1080p lineup, which is the Home Cinema 2250, which has a built-in Android TV. It's like an all-in-one solution. And then we had a 4K upgrade as well. So we had the most best-selling product, the 3800. And then you can go all the way to a more professional setup for people who had a dedicated home theater. So you can use a 5050, which is brilliant in a darker room environment. And then you can also go to like whole new use case where people put the projector right next to the wall instead of putting it at the back of the room. And we had a whole new lineup called ultra short throw projectors, which basically is a projector you can put right next to the wall, and it's serve as a good replacement for TV. So we had the LS300 at $2,000 MSRP. We also have the flagship LS500, which gives you a 150-inch of picture and a really, really good quality 4K picture. So all beside that, we also have a portable lineup. So we do have the mini laser, the EF12 and the EF11, and then the EF100. All of them are like super cute. You can put it on your hand. You can bring it all around you, and it's all in one with Yamaha speakers. So let me just sum it up. Basically, we had like 4 different line of products in the home entertainment space. We have the more core products like the 880 or the 2250. We have the 4K upgrade. We also have the more dedicated pro cinema lineup. And then we have the ultra short throw and the mini laser lineup.
Well, the home cinema 880, you can find it for under $500. I imagine that's a big selling point.
Exactly, yeah, and what we find is really people want a uh, projector that is versatile that they can bring around with them, and the 880 serve exactly that purpose. And it has like 3,300 lumens, so it's super bright. You can project it on any wall, even if you have light from the windows, you can still see the picture pretty clearly. And at $499 is really, you can't find a better projector at this price point.
I guess that's a key difference too, with some of the other low-priced projectors that are out on the market today, is that you really need a completely dark room for them to be very useful.
Exactly. And if you compare a lot of like, we call it the pickle projector space, what is special about Epson projector is we do have the 3 LCD, three chip design. So what it means is we have a dedicated chipset to process all the color signal. And what gives you is you have equal brightness in every scene for every color. And so what you see from other brands and comparable products in the market is where they had properly bright enough picture with a white color brightness. When it goes to a color scene, it normally cannot perform at that level of brightness, and which is actually useless because, come to think about it, most people when they use projectors, they are not just projecting a bright white background, right? They want color scenes. They want to enjoy movies, which have a lot of color as well. So Epson is really good at giving you a consistent color performance, and whereas you would see a lot of color artifacts and problems with other design, which doesn't use the 3 LCD chipset.
Very interesting. So this home cinema 880 doesn't have all of the bells and whistles, perhaps, that some of your other models have. But tell us what the consumer experience is. What should people know about this projector and its capabilities?
Right. So we want to give the flexibility back to the customer for this entry level price point. So uh, it doesn't come with a built-in Android OS, but what we do is you have HDMI port where you can plug in your favorite devices, your Roku or Apple TV or Amazon Fire TV stick. You can also connect through your laptop. And then we do have a audio out port, which supports, putting an audio cable so that you can connect an external speaker. If you don't want to use external speaker, we do have a built-in speaker as well. But we figure probably a lot of people want to put, for example, like a sound bar or a portable speaker with it. The whole idea is this is a very versatile solution. So just plug in whenever sources you want, and you have, we had the audio option for you to connect to. And well, it's a 3,300 lumens projector, so you don't really need to worry too much about where I should put the projector in. You don't need to close the windows or close the blinds. You can basically project it on a blank wall, as long as it is a light color, gray or white wall, then it works. And that is especially important when you talk about like outdoor movie night, right? If you go outdoors, you probably don't have a screen to work with, so you can just find a blank wall and just project on it. The only thing you need to know is you just need a input device. That would be it.
And the distance from the screen or the wall is going to dictate the size of the image?
Right. So right now the stroke ratio is about 1:1. So, if you want a 100-inch screen, you would be around, like, I would say 10 feet from the wall. So it's a comfortable viewing distance. This is basically where you would be in your room, where you would sit in the sofa, and you would put the projector on the tabletop or a coffee table, and you shoot to the wall against you, and that would be roughly that distance.
And what about adjusting for angles? Say you're projecting up higher. It handles that
Right.
well.
So Yeah, so the projector has a lever that you can adjust, tilt up or down. It also have automatic, we call it automatic picture skew setting, where basically it detects the picture and would be adjusting the dimension of the picture to fit the wall. Um, uh, this product doesn't have a zoom function, so you would have to have the right distance. Um, but then the focus of the projector is pretty good, so you don't really need to mess around and do a lot of manual adjustment. Basically, you just put it on tabletop, just switch it on, and that would be the good picture. If you think it's too small, too big, you would have to move it a little bit closer to the wall or further from the wall. But that's basically the only thing you have to fiddle with.
And if you're taking this outside, as you mentioned, to have a movie night outside for the kids or the neighborhood or whatever, you can use the built-in speaker. It'll give you adequate sound, but there's also the option to add speakers, right?
Exactly. Yeah. I wouldn't say it's a really great audio. It's just but it's a very workable speaker. Um, but it has a 3.5 millimeter audio output port, so you can easily connect to your speaker.
Really cool. So tell me, we talked about it at the outset a little bit about the growth of this category, what you're seeing during the pandemic and hopefully coming out of it now. You expect this to continue to be a big summer season?
Oh, absolutely. Yes. So from once the pandemic has started, we see like the market is completely out of our expectation. It's like growing at a very like a two-time pace. We see people, number one, buying a lot of projectors. Number two, they are upgrading to a more like a 4K model or the ultra short throw TV replacement solution. So we think that, you know, there are absolutely more people uh, demanding a big image entertainment at home. And then they're starting to appreciate that, a big screen with a good color performance is really great. So they are upgrading their devices, and it hasn't stopped. So it's not from the past few month performance, we see consistently like selling out at Best Buy and at different retailer store. So the demand has been pretty strong, and it has been very strong for the past 12 months. So we
And
didn't see it slowing down.
and of course, you're helped by some of the studios and the partnerships they have, or ownerships they share with some of the streaming services, with first run movies coming right out, available to stream at home as well. But tell us what people should know about maintenance and longevity of the
Right.
projectors.
So our projector comes with a 2-year warranty, and we our projector is pretty robust. So you can expect somewhere around I forget the official spec right now, but a few thousand hours. So basically, if you switch on your projector for, let's say, 5 hours in a day, just for like normal TV viewing experience, that probably gives you a few years of usage without really worrying about replacing the bulb or doing anything to maintain it. So it's pretty low maintenance option. Obviously, after a few years, you would see the bulb life goes down. There will be a little bit dim to the brightness. Then at that moment, you probably need a replacement bulb. But it's pretty easy to replace the bulb or even just upgrade to a new projector. And normally we have new products every year, so we welcome everybody to upgrade their projector anyway. So yeah, so it's a low maintenance option. It's pretty flexible.
For more information, where should people go?
They should go to, well, retailers.com web pages. We have epson.com. Just go to our online web page, or you can go to the store, and we had technicians at Best Buy, and who would help you, compare different decision across different projectors in our lineup. So just visit our site and you will see all the information.
Terrific. Kenny Tang, thank you so much for taking the time with us.
Thank you for having me, Sanfran.
Now this. It takes a lot of listening to build a better radio, and that's just what the folks at C. Crane have done. Bob Crane and his crew, nestled among the rivers and tallest trees in the world in Fortuna, California, have made a habit of listening to their customers. And that's just what they've done in building the CC Skywave SSB, the Swiss Army knife of portable radios. For everyday listening to AM or FM in the yard or patio or on the nightstand, without having to drain a mobile phone battery, it's a great companion. But it is also a companion equipped for NOAA weather information and alerts that can be life-saving. You can listen to FEMA and Coast Guard transmissions too. Beyond all of that, you can tune into shortwave signals from around the world. It's compact, easy to take with you, and built to last. The CC Skywave SSB. Click on the link at Techstination.com.